Hello and welcome to week 1 of our new series, Road to Gold, where we compete in LMU online races to build our driver rank. Over each week we will be logging our progress and getting daily content as well as a weekly recap, which this is. So for this week we took part in 2 different types of series and or challenges. For the first day and a half, we did the Logitech McLaren G Challenge with the 720S at Spa, and then for the remainder of the week we did the LM GT3 Fixed Series at Bahrain. Now, we mainly use the BMW M4 GT3 in Bahrain. That is obviously a spec series, so you can use any other GT3 car you would like to, whereas the McLaren is more of a everyone has the exact same car, exact same setup in essence without the brake bias and TC and ABS options, which you could change. So, jumping into this week, we have about 9 minutes of highlights, first starting with the McLaren series and then moving on to the fixed series in Bahrain. Starting off with our McLaren series, we are at Spa, obviously. Getting through turn 1 was something that was very tricky for some of the races. Obviously this race we get away very cleanly and we get through a Rouge without that much of an issue, which is a very nice feeling because I did not actually know how this turn was going to go, just considering, you know, in a base lobby to begin. Unfortunately, I did not get the starting process honestly as down as I wanted to, so I got given a drive-through penalty for speeding during the formation lap. But that's okay, we were able to recover and had a pretty decent finish. There was a lot of cars going off track, as you can see here. Just a simple mistake of braking way too late and locking up the rears. We were able to get around, and I think we ended up finishing. I believe 8th. We went from 11th to 8th in this race, so nothing too shabby and a good first top 10 finish. Now this next race was a little bit interesting here. We come through a Rouge and we absolutely run into mayhem right off the bat. Cars all over the place, cars behind us you can see spinning. Definitely an interesting one, but we get by just fine, and this is where things get very, very interesting. 4 cars online. There's a little bit of a desync with some of the purple cars. You know, they were in the chat going crazy because they thought I was pushing them off. I wrecked them. You're going to see later here that it's right here. You see the purple car go wide, gets loose, and just slams on the brakes into the turn, and I'm already there. So he taps me. Unfortunately, we go around, and we go from, I think we were running like 8th, we drop back to 18th, but we were able to recover to about 11th place. And then here's one of his buddies going against everything online racing is about and just completely taking me out into the last turn, which cost me a few more spots, and we finished, I think we went P18 to P11, which we would have finished 9th or 8th if this wreck did not occur. That's okay. So I believe that's all for the McLaren racing, and now we have the good old BMW Bahrain. This is my first race. I feel like I dove in a little bit too deep here, and I don't know if I really made contact with this McLaren, but the Aston Martin definitely caused the wreck, but I was there a little bit forceful. But that's not a problem. Here we just dodge cars. That's basically what the LM GT3 series was all about, was absolutely dodging cars. There's a lot of tight turns at Bahrain, so here you see 2 cars get into it, and you are going into a sharp turn, and luckily I was just able to get by and continued my race. This race, I think this was our first podium race. We actually finished 3rd. It was our first podium, our first race at Bahrain in the GT3 Fixed Series. So that felt nice. It was a good little motivation booster. And now I move on to the next race here. We have, I think this is a pretty good move on the Mercedes into turn 1. A few laps in. Actually, I believe this is lap 1. We started 3rd and just get a really good line and are able to secure P2 after that lap. But unfortunately, I think we got bumped somewhere. Yeah, you can see right here, I go in a little bit, you know, totally fine. The Mercedes just got a better run, and you're gonna see what happens here. Here's fine, no contact here, but I go a little bit too wide, and I see this Mercedes start to cut in, so I brake, and the Lamborghini's just in the rear end. Nothing I can do. He survived. He went on to get a podium, and I went on not to, but that is okay. Here we have a great exit on this Mercedes. Absolute great exit into this turn. We get up along beside him. He goes a little bit wide into the curbs, and we take advantage of that and do what we do best and go for the pass into that turn. Here's a tricky one. This is one where I'm just absolutely slammed. I get the outside. Here I get spun. Maybe I didn't react as much as I should have, but I just get bumped right into him, and yeah, unfortunately that is not ideal. Here is an absolute dive bomb by this McLaren, but I kind of sensed it, so I brake early, go wide. He goes wide. He goes in shallow and goes outside deep, and I'm just right there, you know, there for him, and that's that. This is a start of a race. Absolute beautiful jump. Now I'm using the actual pit lane limiter to line up, and then I'm releasing as the light turns green, so I just got a really good reaction time down here into turn 1. No contact, at least for me. A couple cars got into each other, but nothing too crazy about that. Here is a ultimate dodging moment, I believe. Nothing crazy. There's worse, as you will see later, but now we have a drag race with this other BMW, and I believe I let him get the break point, but he just goes way too wide. So I kind of played that a little bit better than he did. That Porsche's trying to sneak up on my rear bumper, but we get a little bit of a better run through these turns, and he later on actually ends up spinning right here, I believe. Yeah, he kind of got into the side of me and actually pushed out of the BMW wide. A little bit of my fault, but also I think it was just a little bit of everyone was kind of going in deep. So kind of hard to say here, but this was a frustrating moment. This was where I was hoping to secure a second place finish. As you can see, here's fine. I beat him to the apex. He gets beside me. Nothing crazy, but I get a better exit again. And now it's kind of a drag race. And actually that's first place. He went wide, so now I'm leading the race, leading a online race for the first time since I've been on LMU. You know, it's pretty much a 4-car battle. Everyone through here is getting different lines, different runs, and unfortunately into the final turn, this I just didn't see the ass in there as much and just get clipped, and I get sent for a ride. So that is the end of that race. Ended up being a decent finish in 6th. This I believe is here we go, just dodging cars left and right into this turn. Another BMW. Not sure if there was contact with the other car, but again, just very interesting. This is a pretty long battle with this McLaren. It's a lot of back and forth, a little bit of bumping. Nothing that is considered dirty, but just overall good racing with other people. It's a little bit of a different vibe in the AI racing that I was doing in ACC. You know, feeling very confident. Here we go. I just got up beside him. Not so much beside him, but I definitely got to his bumper. And it's one of these next few turns. I think either EA goes wide or I just break into the, outbrake him essentially. I think he beats me here on the braking because I kind of chicken-footed the brake pedal. So he goes wide a little bit, and I just get a better run through. Simple. This is our we're defending essentially second place right here from that BMW. Unfortunately, we end up going wide into one of these turns, and we settle for our best finish of the week. Actually, a P2, one of 3 podiums of the week, which we are very proud of. And there we go, flashing the lights. Finished second, sorry, and then here's our most recent race, our last race of the week. Get absolutely clobbered by the Mustang, and I get pushed into the car, so now I have damage in both the rear and the front. But here we go, we have cars spinning, so that gets me into 3rd or 4th place, I believe. Just going for a good run here. And right here is very unfortunate. The Mustang just goes wide. Nothing you can do. Here we have a 4-way battle into turn 1. and this actually results in this Ferrari just going way wide, not braking where he should have, and now I get pushed wide by this Mustang because everyone's clobbered up. And on my game, I got hit by him, but on here it shows that there was no contact made. But now it's a first 5-car battle, and right here we actually split both cars. We're gonna do a little reverse on that because I just want to show you a different angle coming into this turn. What happened? Both cars kind of just go wide. One gets loose, and I just was right there and slipped the gap, and was able to hold on to P3 for our final race. Here, this is how I got third place. I'm in, I guess, 5th or 6th, and both cars get taken out, and you know, at the end of the day, it's your race, and whatever happens, happens. And here we come to the line for our 3rd podium of the week. So definitely was a very fun and good week of week 1 in LMU. I'm excited for week 2 to see what that has to bring. And yeah, that was a little bit of recap, and I think it's going to be a very, very interesting week 2. I heard Monza is supposed to be the track for this LMGT3 fixed series. We did, however, up our driver rank. We're about to be a bronze 4 in the driver rank and a bronze 3 on the safety rating. So honestly, I just wanted to get to at least a safety rating B3 because you can then compete in the online events, the live events that LMU hold in sync with the actual race weekend. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this little recap video. I'm going to be posting these every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends and family. And make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms where I take all of these races and post little clips throughout the week. So we're going to get back to some racing. And until then, I will see you next week on Monday.